Today on Practical DIY, we're going to turn this into this. It's that time of year for us to winterize our campers. And one of the things you want to do is you want to blow out the water lines. So I started looking around to see what I had around the shop to where maybe I could make my own. There's a few different pieces here that I'm not certain I'll need or not, but the only thing I had to buy was this water hose splicer piece right here, and that's it. I've got a whole bunch of these that came in a box that I bought from Harbor Freight I don't know how long ago. This is left over from another project. I think it was $2 at Harbor Freight when I did buy it. No more than $3. I don't remember exactly, but I never used it. And just some other pieces that I had laying around. This is cut off of an old dual sport motorcycle inner tube. This is a piece of an old water hose that I've kept around. I actually use it in the backyard to water things, but it doesn't have a nozzle on the end, so I just cut a chunk of it off. And this is off of a piece of air line that I had that I used in my Jeep. So the ideal is to make a adapter for our camper so we can screw this end right here into the side of the camper where the fresh water hookup is, and out the other end, which would be here, we would connect to a compressor, press it into a compressor and run low pressure, just enough to blow the water out of the lines. We're talking 40 psi or something like that, really low. So it doesn't have to hold a lot of pressure, it just needs to get air from point A to point B. Alright, so what we're going to do first is we are going to screw on this air control switch. Now this is an optional step that you do not have to do, but I wanted to do it because I wanted to be able to connect to my compressor line and then open up the air when I was ready. Okay. Another step we're going to do here real quick is connect our water hose. Get. Now, you don't want to torque this down too much because trust me, I've used these in the past and the screws will just screw right into the plastic and crack these cheap things. If you really want to splice your water hose, you want to use something like this, but go to one of the other stores or go to Amazon that have them in metal, and they work really, really well. Learn that the hard way. All right. Now, that end is done. We are done with that end. Next thing that we want to do is we've got to get this to fit in here, but maybe a little tighter than that. That's kind of loose. I mean, I could put a hose clamp on it and it probably would hold the air pressure that I would need for this project, but I thought I had this left over, so I thought I might try to, I don't know, maybe make an adapter with this hose. And then Okay. I don't imagine we even need one right there. I think that's really tight. I don't think anything's coming through there. But just in case. I tell you, I'm liking what I'm seeing. Now, this go into our air line. I happen to have these baby vice grips, which should work well enough for this. And in all of her glory. And this is what I'm talking about. This is our 2010 Coleman Evo 3 with a slide out. But anyway, this is our freshwater connection right here. Naturally, I'm not going to be able to do it with one hand. Something like that. We'll hook our air line into there. We'll get pressure, and then we'll open this valve and allow air to go through. And then basically what that does is it blows the water out of those two lines right there. So I actually bought this for this particular project. So under $2 in this. Now, having said that, I did already have this piece, which was, I want to say it was around $2 as well, maybe it was under $3 at least. This air nipple I've had for I don't know how long. If you have an air compressor, you probably have an extra one of these hose clamps. I had that box that's lasted me forever from Harbor Freight. All in all, maybe $6 in this if you were to go buy it, and you assuming you had a little piece of hose off of something in a junkyard or wherever, and you've got a nice extension here for your RV or anything you want to hook water connection to and then push air through it. That's really what our goal here is. Now, you could probably eliminate this. You could probably eliminate that little inside line and put this piece straight into there and use a hose clamp to tighten it down, because it was really a close fit anyway, but I had the stuff, so why not? You could also eliminate this and just go straight to this piece right here, and then that way whenever you just plug up to your air compressor, just know that air's going to go. You don't have a way to shut it on or off unless you pop your line off of here. So a couple of things to consider, but for the one I saw online were $30. I thought, well, I can make that for a lot cheaper, and that's it. Thanks for checking out the video. I've got other videos on simple, practical DIY projects around your house that you may find interesting, like how to clean up an oil spill in a driveway or how to hang an interior door. If you have any questions or comments, as always, please leave them in the comments below, and if I see them, I'll certainly reply and answer as best I can. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.